Are we rolling now?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
My name's Pete Rockwell. Live in downtown Toronto.
Hi guys, how are you? There's one more girl coming. We're gonna have to wait for her.
Don't drink, don't smoke, don't do drugs, never drink coffee.
Well, now for your experience of your life.
Well, my name, as you know, is Peter Stiles, and I got to tell you, I was blessed with a fantastic stage name.
I'm into video games. I have 2 cats.
One of my cats, I'll swear, he calls my first name Mal. Meow.
In the past, I've had quite a few different jobs, anything from security guard to building superintendent.
I used to sell cars, Hyundai, Subaru, and Honda. Those were in the good days, in the 80s, when everybody was buying a car.
I work for a company called iStock Photo.
I worked for 5 years at Canadian Tire as their go-to guy at the hardware department.
And we revolutionized the micropayment stock photo industry.
I make signs at this point in my life. We do layout and design. We do coroplast signs, banners, and that sort of thing.
I've been doing it for a long time, and I get sick of my repertoire.
That's an area of my life I don't impose on anybody. Everybody knows I do it.
He's a very friendly person, and I'm not just saying this because he's my friend, but it's the truth.
And not located to just downtown. He travels. He's been around. He has. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he like.
Now, where'd you
take
start?
to
Like
the...
Niagara or something? Didn't you?
Yeah, I started doing tours in Niagara Falls. The competition got quite stiff. Then when 9/11 came, there was no tourists coming, and I had to look for an alternative to make a living.
If I had to personally justify it, that would be my phrase right there. I've done my time. And this is easier, this is better, this is more fun.
What time is it? It's getting late. It's 20 to 8. My gear is at my place, yeah.
Come on, baby, sing away. Hold the mic close. Come in, Vanessa. We got a streetcar. Hold it close.
Sometimes to roll out, you make my motor run. Got it coming up for the lines to roll out, never gonna stop. Give it up, such a dirty mind, I'll always get it up. For the touch of a younger kind, woo!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Gladstone Hotel.
You know, it started out being a hobby. I had a day job as a superintendent, and it was paying me fairly well.
I'm gonna wait till midnight hour.
But the opportunity to do, to make a couple $100 doing karaoke, now it's my mainstay. It's my main job. So yeah, I guess you would call it a profession.
I'm gonna take you, girl, and hold you. You are the things I told you in the midnight hour.
You know, I'm really still not sure that karaoke was the way to go. I started doing karaoke a long time ago at a place called the Fuel Station, which is an old Ryerson hangout, which is no more.
That's when I discovered karaoke in some of the karaoke bars.
Everybody does it. Everybody enjoys it.
I'm always trying to learn new stuff, you know, expand my vocal ability.
It makes a nice party. People do have a good time. So I decided to buy a karaoke system, put it in my bus, and when I wasn't busy, I could practice different songs and get better at it. Where it began, I can't begin to knowing, but then I know it's growing strong.
Sweet Caroline's okay because it's not too vocally challenging, so people that suck can basically go out there and do it.
In the summer, would have believed you come along.
Sweet Caroline is a great song for audience participation.
Touching hands,
Everyone sings along.
reaching out, touching me, touching you.
And it's just like a giant beer commercial.
Sweet Caroline,
Good time.
good times never seem so good. Bye, dear.
So pretty girls, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I need some rest after a hard day's night. But after that, back to the races.
Yeah. The lighting will be cool too. It'll fall on me really cool. I play a lot of video games.
I don't have time to watch TV usually.
I do a lot of stuff with the computer. I'm kind of a gadget guy, so I'm always buying games or buying equipment.
I work too many hours in the bus, and when I'm not working, I'm sleeping or playing.
And what do you like to play at then?
Oh, I like dirt bike riding.
Things like that. That's a Trio 650. I think when I got off eBay, it was about $850, something like that. Yeah. It's a nice phone. I don't fuck around.
I don't know. I've seen other hosts do pretty much the same thing. Some of them are pretty raunchy themselves and allow their audiences to get pretty raunchy.
I'm just a sweet transvestite, transsexual, Transylvania.
I try to remind them that if you want to swear, you got a whole table full of friends you can swear at. When you're up here, you're talking to somebody's mother down there.
You're a whore! On the door, baby!
Some people rag on the hosts that sing because they feel it takes away from the time that the audience has to sing, the guests. Most of the guests singing at my own show as part of the service, like adding value to the show.
My favorite part of the night, I guess it would be the earlier part where energy, actually the middle of the night where energy is floating. People have had something to drink and they're ready to have a good time. They want to have a good time.
Well, the auctioneer is going round a mile a minute. He's taking bids and we're calling them out loud. And I get the silence really getting to me, 'cause I just shattered half of the crowd. And I said, hey, pretty girl, you decide I'd give you 30 big mile mine. I'll do your big one, be back in the hall. Hey, ain't never seen anyone looking so fine, baby. Gotta have it, she's one of a kind. I'm going once, going twice. So, lady in the long black dress, but my heart is no contest. Sugar red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes. Now I'm gonna bid my heart goodbye.
Karaoke is the type of a show, the type of a performance where people can walk in and attempt to be somebody else for that short period of time that it takes to get past their own inhibitions.
Well, everybody likes to sing, whether it's in the shower or out in the bar or in a club. And some people just like to let off some steam.
There's one or two, maybe five, who actually come on a regular basis. People like Hank, Bill, John, there's a number of others. They just love to sing, and they will be there week after week.
Well, Pierre, I don't work with Pierre. Pierre is Pierre comes to the show. I think every good karaoke show should have its own giant fat psychopath.
I put on a show, the people put on shows, and one time I had the fella in that wrote the song Sexual Healing.
Marvin Gaye.
Like, if he's the writer of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You blocking it?
I am not the king of karaoke. I think of myself more as a concierge. Right now, karaoke is the biggest part of my life. Aside from my family, it's pretty much everything.
Met a lot of nice girls, ladies, women.
Okay,
And
and
we
this
have
you think
lots
is a
of
good
fun.
choice for you?
Yeah, I like it.
The high point is getting to the end of a show and feeling like I entertained people.
Any last words for us before we start the show?
Don't judge me too harshly.
Asking for a donation, says he's worrying about the soul. Jesus walked on the water, guess that might be true. Sometimes I wonder what the preacher man wanna do a little walking too. I ain't asking nobody for nothing, if I can get it on my own. You don't like the way I'm living, just leave this long-haired karaoke alone. Thanks for visiting. Hope you can come back again sometime.
Great. Thank you, Peter.
Remember, we have a date for dinner, eh?
I like to perform.
In the ghetto.
Really, I do. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I've wanted to
Okay, I'll accept that.
perform in front of other people, like go out and do, but I don't find that I have a great voice to do that, so I don't. Like, I'll only do it over karaoke. Unless somebody was to come up to me and say, oh, well, we like your voice, we want you to sing, or something like that. But other than that, I just like to sing and enjoy myself, and I have a few drinks, and that's it.
I look at it as maybe stress relief or, having a good time. I'd rather do this than maybe go play pool for 4 or 5 hours. I enjoy this better than doing, I like pool, but,
The people love their music. Where the audience is concerned, and that's what karaoke is all about, is about the audience. The singers would like to think it's about them, some of them. The hosts, a lot of them would like to think it's about them. But it's about the chemistry in the club.
I used to do a lot of entertainment up north in Barrie. And I used to play the trumpet and that, just like Louis Armstrong used to play. I've been singing now Louis Armstrong songs from way back in '52.
So did you actually earn living from singing?
Oh, quite a bit I did, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I learned, I used to get paid up north, like Barrie, Timmins, North Bay. I used to go to Aurelia, Capascating, all over. Just go to all these little towns and cities. I used to get paid pretty good.
So what did you besides music? What was your work?
I used to do construction with Ball Brothers up in Kitchener years and years ago. That's going back in the 40s and the 50s. Late 60s, and I retired in 1987. the people really like me a lot.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And he brings that over the mic of my Parkinson's and that stuff that I make karaoke here, one of the best karaoke's in Toronto.
Pablo's been coming in here for about 2 years now, and he just moved into Toronto 5 months ago. He used to travel from Barrie to come down here and sing.
Only takes an hour and a half by the PNCL bus from Barrie to Toronto here. Then I get off at Bay Street, take the Bay bus to Queen and get the Queen car here. Yeah.
How often did you come?
Oh, every weekend, like a Saturday. Every Saturday I used to come down here.
I'd like to hold you if I could, but you might think I'm a big bad wolf, so I
This is my #1 hotel. Yeah, I live here. I'm up in room 31.
Where?
Room 31.
You live in the Gladstone Hotel?
Yeah.
So
room
this is
31.
so this is not only a pub, it's also a hotel?
Yeah, you can rent your rooms up there. You can cook in your room. You can eat out. I found a restaurant that's more cheaper to eat at, and that's just down the street from where our hotel is. It's called Elvis's Restaurant, and that's where I eat. Yeah.
How much do you pay for the room?
For the room here, I'm paying $617 a month. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I pay.
Right now we're going to call on Wilfred. Wilfred is coming up with something for us called My Way.
Regrets, I have a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do. I slept too I prayed these points to try. These careful steps along the byway, and more, much more than this, I did my way.
I do it to please me. I have to do
what?
Because I like to sing. That's why. And I think that's my talent.
You think so?
I know so. I don't think, I know. Because I love to sing, and one of these times I want to get a guitar. Like today, I went to the pawn shop and they had a little square amp for about $60, which you can plug into a guitar, a bass guitar. And if you wanted to, you could, hopefully you can run it by batteries. That'd be even better. That way, if you're out in the streets, you could do it on the streets too.
Are you planning to do that? Street performance? Yeah?
Then I'd like to get into I've been planning for years to try and get into my own business.
Like what?
Right now I'm puzzled I'm puzzled about it right now.
There's a place in the sun where there's hope for everyone, where my poor restless heart gonna run. And there's a place in the sun, and before my life is done, gonna find me a place in the sun.
like music. Music has been a big interest in my life, a big focus in my life. I learned through some of the bands that some of the songs that I like from the bands, or some of the music that bands put out, and watching or listening to their lyrics, especially listening to their lyrics, their message. They have a message. They're trying to give their message of their experiences or their feelings. And, there's some stuff that I would apply to my thinking and feeling as I was growing up.
Do you do music too? Like apart from...
I wrote, it was kind of a really heart-wrenching poem about myself. That's all I know. But I gave it to my English teacher. My English teacher didn't give it back to me. She wanted to mark it. And she asked me to write something. And then I quit school. 3 years later, I came back to the same school, and I had the same English teacher, but she was my home ec teacher in my grade 12 year. So it's like 3 years later. And I spoke to one of the students in my grade 12 class, and she was telling me sort of her opinion about Mrs. I think it was Mrs. Jackson, Mrs. Johnson. Anyways, she told me that she said that she was a thief of poetry, student poetry, because she had asked her for something. And then I thought, oh no, I'm never going to get it back, because this time I wanted to ask her. I never got it back. So that was really the only thing that I ever wrote.
Go to a party, girls are scantily clad, showing body. Chicks walk by, you wish you could sex them, but you're standing on the wall and you look pointless. Next day's function, high class luncheon, students serve, you're stone cold mustard. She's a gun